my morning funny was going to be, welcome to Seattle. I think this is what it feels like to live in Seattle when you don't see the sun for days on end. But all is good. So I want to share with you a couple things, not too much, but this weekend I took a 3-day course called Hacking the Financial Matrix. And it's fascinating. And as I learn more, I'll be sharing more. But the concept is, we need to understand how financing works, and what we're doing is making bankers wealthy. So there's all kinds of neat things we could do. And as I learn more, I'll share more. But I get the feeling, I get what you guys feel like. I spent from noon till 8 o'clock, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in a Zoom class. And it was actually really cool. There were 88 people in the class, and they would break us into Zoom rooms of 5 people. So we got to bounce around and meet all the people in the room. It was really cool how they did it. And people from all over the country, and mostly real estate investing. And so we're going to learn lots more about that. All right, as our audience builds here. Oh, but this morning Puma couldn't set up the meeting. So I was waiting, and finally we got it in. So sorry for the delay. Let's go to my agenda, share my screen. Start with some good news quotes. There we go. All right, I need my glasses because my monitor's small. These are Mike Ferry quotes that his staff wrote down. The stronger the presentation is, the easier it is to close. Let me back up for a second. How many of you see the interaction? I wish I could see the way we did this class yesterday. There were 88 people, and you could scroll from page to page and actually see their faces. We might investigate doing that here. It was kind of cool. And you can also see who's paying attention. Yesterday's class with Jeff and Mike, we had a manager meeting following that, and I said, guys, are you tired? And they said, what? I said, you beat the shit out of the agents yesterday. And, we did. And the fact of the matter is, time is wasting. None of us are getting any younger. The world is our oyster. And we need to be taking advantage of this. One of my neighbors, I told you the handyman guy, listed his house for $549. Guess what? It sold. And it got multiple offers. So guess what the listing agent did? He went around the neighborhood and talked to neighbors, said, hey, I've got multiple buyers in this listing, but it's sold. Would you consider selling your house? And he went to one of my neighbors, and my neighbor said, as a matter of fact, I am. And he got a full price offer on that, not a full price, but he got a very good offer on that house. So he got 2 sales off of 1 listing. Wow. And that was a $610,000 house. So I don't know what commission this guy's charging. He's kind of a wimp, so he's probably not charging a lot. But that's what's happening in the marketplace. And if you're not taking advantage of it, shame on you. And so the concept of yesterday was, you really have to deep down, dig in and develop a strong why. And I don't care what it is. Give your money to the church, but find something that makes you passionate, right? And then really, and my message is going to be, do your job right. I want to say thank you to Dick Wilson for attending the class on Friday. I hope you all got a glimpse of that. Dick is just a classy, thorough guy who does things right and follows the system and makes it happen. He's going to do 25, 27 deals this year on his own, taking time off, traveling, snow skiing, doing all the stuff he wants to do, and doing a bang up job. And he's not stressing out. He's cool. He's laid back. He's reserved, and he's just got it all together. And he says, Craig, I just do what you say to do. So we're going to get stronger on these things. So number one, the stronger the presentation is, the easier it is to close and get a signature. My God, if we don't teach the best listing presentation in the world, I don't know who has one. Right, all right. So the listing presentation we teach, when it starts with the preview and it starts with the spa and making recommendations and getting the photo and doing all the stuff in the right direction, leads to, it's easier to get it closed and get a signature. It's just natural, the steps along the way. Number two, the fastest way to build your business is to keep working on our attitudes, our professional approach, and the expectations we have for our business. This is rock solid, true stuff. Your attitude determines everything. And I'm not going to show you, but I will if you want to see it. We have 399 people on our roster. 185 had new contracts written, and 203 did not write a contract in this market. So we're going to get a little hard on that today too. Number three, you can either buy business each day, it's expensive, or you can wait for business to find you, or you can go out and find it every day. Pick one. right? Buying business is fine. I know a lot of agents that are doing it. It's great. And it's a good return on your investment, but you got to have the cash. Or you can wait for business, which is what those 203 people are doing, where they're waiting in the bathroom or something. And then you can go out and find it every day, which is what that other guy did with my neighbor's house. I got 2 sales in my friggin' neighborhood, right? Go out and find it every day. And you can do that right now, whether you have a sale or not. It's called knock, knock, knock. I should tap my computer. It's working well. Hey, this is Craig. You know, a house just came on the market in the neighborhood and it sold really quick. You've got extra buyers laying around. Do you know anybody who's thinking about selling their house? You could do that today. Knock on doors. It's not too hot. Number 5, never take rejection personally from people that you do not know and will never see again. God, that makes it easy. So if you knock on a guy's door and he says, "Get away from me, you stupid salesperson," which I'd never say, get over it. Remind yourself daily that market conditions have no effect on you or your production. Guys, how could it possibly be that we're in a pandemic, shut down, globally, economy crashing everywhere, and we're having the best months of our history in the history of our company? Right? Did we prepare for it as a company? Yes. Did we sing the song from the branches? Yes. Did we keep pushing content and information and ideas? And yes, yes, yes. Is our attitude, is our expectations of the business, right? And the last one he wrote down, I left this one, is don't forget selling is a legal activity. Do it more often. Stop the illegal stuff and do the legal stuff, and selling is legal. All righty, all righty. So I'm going to repeat this because I think it's important. Where am I? All right, so the reason for the no production policy, I'm going to bounce around here for a second. That's not it. I know I put it in here. Utterly amazing. This is it. So we created a no production policy, and I've added a 4th category. And I don't mean to be mean, but we owe it to you guys that are engaged and showing up to surround you with positive role models of people that are doing good things. And this is the wrong one, but 4. Okay, well, anyway, 399 on the roster, 185 agents, opened $2.4 million in commission, which is an average of $13,000 per agent. And if you annualize that, it's $160,000 a year. That's our company. Agents doing 185 agents. I didn't write the number of transactions down, but it was like 260. 1.4 times 12. There, that's what we're talking. That's 16.8 deals. This is the company that I want to run. 16.8 deals per person on average, with an average commission of $160,000 a year. And the people that are not contributing are bringing down our averages and making us look bad. I want you to go on a presentation and say, I work with a bunch of really good people. And I want to get rid of the bad people. I want to get them good. On the other hand, 213 agents did not contribute to sale in August. Yes, 71 were hired in 2020. And those 25 of those 71 that were hired in 2020 did business, which means what's wrong with the other 46? That still leaves 142 who produce nothing and have been with us for over 8 months. That's not acceptable. So I asked Joy to pull a report, blah, blah, blah. So here's the deal. If you want to stay here and do nothing, you have to understand you cost us money. So we're going to implement a fee to you. If you go 3 months without any business, you're going to have to pay to work here, because we're paying for your .loop, we're paying for your Gmail, we're paying for all this stuff monthly, and you're not contributing anything. So we're not going to let you do it anymore. Number 2, move your license to the referral network and slim down the industry. The referral network is fantastic. All you got to do is say, hey, I found somebody once in a while, refer it to somebody in the company, we'll close it, and we'll send you a check, and you don't have to do anything. And most of those people aren't doing anything anyway. Number 4 is you're going to commit to a 90-day work plan, because we want to help you. We don't want to hire you. We want you to get productive and reach your goals. And then number 4, if you don't want to do any of those 3 things, then it's time to move on. So that's it. And you're going to be, it's not you, some people. I just want the good people, you guys that are here engaging. You have nothing to worry about because you're engaged. It's the unengaged that we're really disappointed with. So that's that. And I just want to look at all the opportunities we have. RealSure is amazing. I'm Duncan Dewey was in my shower again this morning on the radio, We'll match or beat any instant offer. Give us a call. We'll match or beat any offer too, and we'll put you on the market. So my one neighbor, I mean, think about this. My one neighbor that sold his house unsolicited. He's so proud of himself, but he was thinking about selling it. And this guy put an offer in his face, and the offer is sight unseen and was supposed to be in his hand yesterday. It didn't get in his hand yesterday. And I thought about it last night, and I called him. I said, look, if that offer comes in and they start jerking you around in any way, shape, or form, call me. Let me put you on the open market, because you got duped. You got an unsolicited offer without even hitting the market. And I think I told you one of my neighbors outside my gate just sold for $362 a foot. And this house is going to get $300 a foot. So is he leaving money on the table? Damn sure he may be. So I don't know. But I said, do not. If this guy jerks around as his repair clause or asks for something else, don't accept it. He'll sit around. Let me put it on the open market and see what we can get for you. So he liked that idea. Now he's getting greedy. So RealSure is an option. Proper use of Zap. Okay, you ready for this one? I like when we bring out concepts and you implement them and they work, but that didn't happen. Here it is, right here. Agents who are ineligible, 257. I want to thank Jimmy McNally, who did training with me on Thursday. And all right, Karma, won a listing on Saturday using our process, and I was told I was far superior to my competition. I told them I'm extremely well trained. Good job, Karma. That's what I'm talking about. But this is not right. 257. So Jimmy did a class on Thursday and showed the proper way to follow up using Zap. And man, I'll tell you, it was good. So go back into the app or into be3agents.com and watch it. It was really simple. There's 7 steps I wrote down of what you do. You log into Zap, you enter a new contact, you launch a campaign, you send them a welcome email, and then you encourage them to shop on that site. And then you got the artificial intelligence rolling back around and reminding you to do things. And then you get up here and it says, you know, how many leads we have that need to be reassigned and how many inactive ineligible agents. Ineligible agents are not updating their leads. And Zap, no, why would I give you more leads if you're not keeping up with the ones you have? It just doesn't make any sense. So that's that. And then I hear the managers and other agents talking about, and I hope you're posting this stuff, down payment. We had an agent yesterday comment that they didn't like Mike's post because it wasn't about real estate. And that really was timely because Mike and Jeff did a class yesterday and said, the reason we do that is because we know how social media works. We need you to have eyeballs watching your post. And if all you post is real estate stuff, people are going to tune you out because they're not into real estate right now. So you post stuff that keeps them engaged, which tells the algorithm that you like that person's content. And then when you flutter in some social real estate stuff, they're going to see it rather than not seeing it because you're not feathering it out. You know, and it's just bothersome when we have the conversation and we have it and then the same day, so we say, how come you do that? Just watch the class. What's going on? And dentist is calling? Stop it. I don't know how this one works. The daily marketing guide, questions on that came up yesterday, so again, watch that class. Loop, mastering Loop. I know Angelique's going to start doing more training on this because we're making some sloppy mistakes and not taking advantage of it as good as it is. So stay tuned for those things coming out. Home Partners is back alive and well, which is fantastic. If you don't know about that, tune in. Renovation loans, huge opportunity in a tight inventory market. I hope you took time to learn about that. Remine is just a gold mine. I mean, one of the questions was yesterday, are we going to do, is USPS mail work? Does it work? And the answer is, yeah, it works if you work it right. What is going on? Maybe I did something wrong there. Oh, Jennifer's telling me she's on the call. Yes, I've got that on the agenda. I got a screenshot and everything for you. Jennifer, I'll give you the mic in a minute. Remine lets you target. So it's much better if you're going to send a piece of mail, send a piece of mail regarding your home in Symphony Isles and that this is happening, not just a blanket whatever. So we talk about that a lot. Offer pad is huge, 3%. If you're not talking about that, I can get you an instant offer on your house right now, and you get a 3% commission. That's fantastic. And then we are going to start, we have a call this week with Ojo for its tests we're going to run, testing the new platform of artificial intelligence, which will be pretty cool. So those are things that I want you to be in the know about, really, and just become a rock star. News this week. Here it is, Jennifer. Let's find Jennifer. Participants, attendees. Jennifer, Jen Smith. Hey, Jen, I just gave you microphone rights. You want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to remind everybody that we have a...
I can't hear you very well, or you're stuttering or something.
Okay, is this better?
A little bit.
Okay, I just wanted to remind everybody that we have a Title 101 class coming this Thursday at 1. And then we have a fan app class next Thursday at 1. And I will send out the email to everybody today for the invite.
Perfect. Right here on the screen, Thursday. Now notice, guys, it's going to be in their Zoom room, not ours. So I will send this out after the meeting. Now, this is not for just new agents. I mean, part of becoming the rock star ninja badass that we want you to be is articulately knowing and talking about the closing disclosure and knowing how the ALTA statements work, and just really having it so there's no question in your mind. So this will be a very good Title 101, understand it so you can explain it to your customers. When they get their closing disclosure, you should know how to explain it to them. Of course, Title's going to do it, but you should know how to do it. So I encourage a lot of people to attend. Jen, do we need an RSVP for this class or just show up?
Either which way, I don't think we have an RSVP, so you can just show up.
Okay, well, I'm going to send this flyer out to you guys, and here's the link for the meeting. Here's the meeting ID number, and here's the passcode, because you're going to need a passcode to get in. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. All right, what's next on my agenda? Let's hear from our management team. Oh, did Mike not invite everybody in? Oh, no, Mike couldn't get in, so that's my problem. Give me 1 second here. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. All right. All right, Joe Diener, I'm going to invite you as a co-host, a panelist. Chris Reed, you're going to become a panelist. And really, you guys should learn how to use that better too, because, or not Zap, Zoom. Deborah, you're now a panelist. Good morning, Jim. Hello, Jamie. Jeff Beggins, you're going to be a panelist. Hello, Kalani. Laura, good morning. Leighton Ankle, I haven't met you yet.
If you need to, Craig, you need to start my video. It's not letting me.
I will, Deb. I'm going to make everybody a panelist first, then I'll switch over to the panelist tab.
Okay, okay, okay.
Thomas, remote panelist. Susie, where's Kathleen? Who did I miss? Thomas, I got Thomas right. Say 8. Deborah, make a co-host. Kathleen, make a co-host. I don't think you guys can see me doing this. Chris Reed, make a co-host. Kat, you need mute, thank you. Jeff Baggins, make a co-host. Yes. Joe Diener, make a co-host. Yes. Otis Bass. Won't let me do it. Zoom must be really active. So Mike usually starts this and does all this for me, but today he couldn't get in. Now it's not letting me promote the other people. Give me 1 second. Oh, maybe because you don't have a video on. Kathleen and Thomas, I can't find you both. I mean, I've got you in there, but
Yeah, I'm driving. Correct. Maybe that's why you can't get video.
okay.
Host won't allow it.
All right, I don't know. It's not doing anything. So anyway, I got who I got. So Puma's not here. All right. Well, Deb, you look eager. Give us your update.
I am. We've got so much great stuff going on. It's actually a wonderful day. Congratulations, Don, on putting a great listing under contract last night. It's your contract. Regina and Devonna, you're my rock stars for August. Thank you for your good production, top production. Raquel, congratulations on your contract this weekend. Devonna's got a new listing. Dick had a closing yesterday. Crystal, thank you. You've got a listing coming in and a contract coming in. I previewed your listing yesterday. It's awesome. That's going to go live this week. So good job. Dick, Sandy, and Robin, you are my steady eddies. You are my most wonderful agents in the office. I love you guys to pieces. Jennifer, I previewed 2 new listings with you this week, and they are going to be awesome. I can't wait because I know one's going live this weekend, I think. We've just got so much great stuff going on. I'm so excited that our industry is rock solid right now. So keep up with the great work. Commit to making your 15 contacts a day. We started that last week. I'm going to continue because I'm going to be relentless at this. Because I know that if you make 75 contacts in a week, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have a lot of business. And you'll be rocking and rolling in this market. So please keep it up and focus on your contacts.
Good job. And I'm going to show the tops report. I'm going to shout out Regina Mann was your top agent for closings. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Chris Reed, let's hear from you.
Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day. It's a beautiful day for most of us around here. Just keep some thoughts and prayers for the people that are in other parts of the country. Got some tropical storms turning into hurricanes, hitting the places out in Louisiana, in the Gulf Coast. So just keep some thoughts and prayers out for them. Somebody does not like that area of the country right now. They've been just getting nailed.
God, they're getting crap beat out of them.
Yeah, so just let's keep some thoughts out there. Maybe at some point we should think about trying to put a little bit of something together to bring some awareness to that, just so we can show that we're a part of this community. We're trying to continually be a part of this community, provide some support. The secret to living is giving, so we can all give back a little bit, especially when you look at some of the production that a lot of our agents are doing. So on that note, just looking at production, you guys are doing an awesome job. I just want to thank each and every one of you for all the hard work that you put in, for all of the dedication, especially in the face of a lot of the fears that we can put out in front of us. There's so many things that you could be focusing on, looking at, and giving reasons why you're not doing something. But there's a lot of us that are actually doing something. I know, Craig, you've mentioned a lot of the people that aren't doing something, and I know it's not meant or intended to bring anybody down, but just keep in mind, there's a lot of people that are doing a lot. You hear it every single week. So if you're one of those people that hasn't been doing something and you just need a little bit of a kick or a little bit of a push, think and focus on the people that are doing something. Reach out to us. Let's get you on a 30-day plan to get a little bit of action activity. Let's sit down and call 15 people a day like Deb is saying. If you don't do 15, do 10. If you don't do 10, do 5. Do something today. Do something today, because if you want things to get better, you have to be better. So let's just do something a little bit better. On that note, we do have some people that have done some awesome things. Got a newer agent in the last 30 days. Alvin Newell is writing his first contract. Is going to be a brand new contract with Lennar. Congrats, buddy. Sandra Campbell had her first listing on the market. Got sold, had some appraisal problems, negotiated through that. That one's going to be moving forward to closing. Congrats, Sandra, on that. Jennifer Bell, she put her first listing on the market. It was a for sale by owner. Got a first listing put on the market. Sold it within the first 3 days to a cash buyer, negotiated some very strong terms on a cash buyer for that, and that will be closing by the first week of October. Diane Krikorian, the girl's been hitting it up in Apollo Beach, listed a lot, sold it in the first day, has another listing on the same street coming later on, sold another listing last month in there. And Karma Gilchrist, like she was one that I was going to mention, she's been telling me about the listing that she just got. She outshined everybody else around her and just showed her skills, showed her value and her worth, and stood up for her value and her worth. So if you need any inspiration, there's a ton of people doing a lot of great things. You just got to get re-engaged. Do something a little different today that's going to set you apart.
Yep, and we try to use the carrot more often than the stick, but sometimes you got to use the stick. Kathleen Long.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having an awesome morning so far. It's a little drizzly over here, but that doesn't stop our team from getting things done. You know, there's an old saying in basketball, short ball will get you the short turn, but you got to know how to do those long shots if you want to win the series. And over here, we're learning how to do those long shots, and we see it in the production. I have a lot of shout outs for some pretty fantastic folks over here. Yvonne Roca, he just had 2 huge commercial closings. Yay, 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 yay. Martin Demoski, 3 closings. Shelly Panaz, 2 more listings, 3 more closings. Aurora Kane, another closing. Jimmy Lemert, he had a huge closing. Don Zimmerman, another one. Delia Valenti, 2 more listings. Lorraine Gaithier, 2 closings, and she's got another listing at $500,000 coming on board today, and it's her hairdresser. How cool is that? They do listen, they do reach out, and they're out there canvassing. They're out there doing farming. They're making phone calls. They're doing follow-up. I am the Dem Mom, ever ready, Energizer Bunny, and I'm super proud. Few more. Zach Gibson, he's one of my newer agents. Another contract. This is number 3 in 1 month. Number 3. Jack Marola, another contract. Jesse Griffin, 2 more contracts. Karina Pereira, another new contract builder. She's got clients coming in from Mexico because she's so good about picking up that phone, getting back to people right away. She's doubled her business in the last 6 months. So I have nothing but good things to say about this group. And word of the day, be inspired. Today is your opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. Think about the tomorrow you want, next week, next year, so forth. We're always thinking ahead. This business makes dreams come true. Keep doing what you're doing. Rock on.
Good job. Joe Diener.
Good morning, good morning. Well, we are now writing in the 4th quarter because I've been writing contracts to close in October and everybody else should be too. And we want to all end up the year in a strong position because we can. And let's make hay while we can. Sales is a game. And Craig, you mentioned a little bit, a lot of it is numbers, right? I mean, how many doors do you knock on? If you look at us, yeah, thank you, Deb. If you look at the percentage of sales that we have in the area, let's just say we have 6% of the sales in the area. That means for every 100 doors, you have the possibility of getting 6 sales. So it's a numbers, and you can't get disappointed. I like what you said, Craig. Like, don't get disappointed if someone you don't know rejects you. Next. You know, how many times today can I get rejected? Let's make it a game. All right, so I just want to bring that out because we do it. And thanks for putting me on before Thomas, because I have a quote today. Whoops, I did have a quote today. Never mind, it went away. So basically it's from Winston Churchill. It said, success is not forever. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue. That's what makes the difference. Thank you, Mr. Winston Churchill. That was and that's all I have for today, Craig.
Cool. Thomas and Otis, can we hear you? Because the Zoom won't let me promote you anymore. It doesn't come up.
Can you hear me? I'm off of mute, but my camera won't work.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, so Mr. Bass here, I guess. Everyone that's already kind of mentioned what I was going to mention, and that's basically, it's a contact sport. The more people you contact, the more success you're going to have just by the averages. But also, a lot of times you don't make contact because you don't have confidence in your skill set. And so I encourage everyone to just spend a little time on memorizing questions and having the ability to dance the dance whenever you do get the opportunity, because all the marketing efforts, it funnels down to one thing, having that conversation. And that conversation is going to get you the opportunity. And so get your skill set sharpened and get the reps in. And that's really it. I don't want to take too much time from the airwaves because everyone said so many good things, and I concur with all of them.
Yeah. Thomas, does your mic work? I see your name on the screen.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh, you're driving too. Maybe it knows you're driving. It doesn't want you to be a co-host because you're in a car.
Could be, yeah. There could be a safety precaution there. Well, good morning, team. You know, I was just driving. You know that song said, we will rock you. Let me
Yep.
tell you something. That's how I feel about the company. That's how I feel about the Brandon team. It's just, I mean, they're just kicking some major ass, and I'm very, very, very proud of them. I just want to mention a few people that I talked to throughout the week that had some really great stories. One of them is Eileen Mason. Eileen Mason had a full-time job, and some things happened. She making 6 figures, and she decided to, you know, do real estate and put both feet in the fire, and now she's, you know, turning it up. And yesterday I talked to her, and she told me about a home that she's representing the buyer, and they put in, there was 20 offers. And she said, she said, I know I didn't probably have the highest and best, but I said, so what did you do, Eileen? She said, you know what? The buyer, I met with the seller, and we had an hour-long conversation with the seller. And I think the reason why they went with us is because they love the buyer. What a way to build a relationship, right? So I thought that was really, really cool. Andy, I try not to harp on Andy because she's my wife, so you know I just kind of keep it on the down low. But she's the love of my life. But I gotta give her some props.
We love her too.
We were going over her goals, and she was like, you know, I need to, you know, go ahead and shoot for $100,000. I said, well, babe, I said you got, you know, 3 more months to do that. I said you definitely could do that. So I don't know what took place in her head, but she got pumped. She got motivated. Had 3 listings that went live on Friday. So all of them sold on Saturday. So $2.7 million in sales volume just on those 3 deals, and plus what she's working on. So now I'm like, okay, babe, now go make another $100,000. You know, just continually keep pushing. Also, props to Lauren. Lauren had this one deal, 114 days to close. And, you know, again, they had a really crap, and, you know, the buyer wasn't doing their side. It was just really just complicated. But, you know, I told Lauren, I said, you know what, it's just amazing how the seller stuck in. And you know, and she was like, so what do I do to, you know, keep this person on the deal? I said, well, you know what, the only way that's going to do, you're going to have to put some money on the table. So every time they said a closing, it didn't close, that buyer had to come out with more money, and it had to be, of course, non-refundable, right? So it came to a point where they couldn't get the deal closed, and the seller wanted to go ahead and put the home back on the market. However, the buyer didn't want to sign a cancellation because why? There was money on the table and he didn't want to release the escrow. So I said, Lauren, I said, the only way this is going to work is that you're going to need to get a full approval, and hopefully that this home doesn't sell in time in order to get that buyer back on, because you're not going to be able to, it's not going to happen. Lo and behold, they got approval and they got the deal closed. So kudos to Lauren for sticking in, you know, because I already had threw in the towel, but she stuck it in and she got it done. Dawn Lewis, she's a newer agent here. She got a closing day. Congratulations to her, and many others that's really kicking butt. So I just wanted to leave this thing. And Joe Diener, that was an excellent affirmation by Winston Churchill. I love it.
You're fading in and out.
Okay, you're fading in and out. Okay, let me see if I could.
You're back.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, so I'm just gonna read this little quick. And I thought this kind of went in line with what Joe Diener said, and everybody on the team pretty much has said today. I just want to tie it in. You know, I've been being in sales for 26 years. There's always something that we call law of averages, right? I mean, sometimes it takes 10 doors to knock on, 10 phone calls to make to find that one. Sometimes it's 15. The better you get, the better your law of averages get. But please understand that you don't win in sales playing defense. It's all offense. Making calls, doing good marketing, following up relentlessly, booking appointments, meeting with clients, solving problems. Repeat, repeat, repeat. offense. Just remember that, guys. You're out there. Yes, it's a contact sport. You got to get out there. You got to make it happen. But please keep in mind, it's a law of averages. The more contacts you make, the more sales you're going to make. Have a great day.
That's it. That's the message. Jeff Beggins, drive us home. And then I'm gonna, if you guys stay, I'm gonna show you some other stuff real quick.
All right, I'll be real quick on this one. I got a quote that just kind of popped into my head this morning. I think you guys will like it. Get excited about something and get your ass to work. There you go.
That's the mood I'm in, right? Get
Thank you,
excited.
sir.
Hey, Craig, before we go, we did talk about top agent the other day. Did you want to mention that, anything on that, the top agent of the quarter?
There's a couple different things. I want to talk with you guys about it first, because Mason's
Okay.
got some great ideas too. Because
All right.
the top agent retreat is coming up too in October.
Yes.
We'll get more on that. All right, I'm going to jump to the August top producers. So I'm going to share my screen, and because Susie makes those beautiful little things. So let's call them out. And I also have the numbers, because I don't like to show, here's the top agent, and hope you can beat them, that you don't know what they did. So I'm going to show you that too. I know I'm an Excel junkie. You can see all the things I've opened. Okay. All right, so I'm sharing my screen. So this is the data that Joy produces for Susie, so that Susie can come and make all these. So, in South Tampa, Joe, why don't you, because Joe just is driving. So Deborah, I'll just read it. Deborah Weiser took most listings, Gwen took most sales and most closed units, and Kevin Friel took most closed commissions. So
We
what
can't
is that?
see that, Craig.
Share it.
Yeah,
You're not sharing.
I'm not sharing?
No.
Share. Okay. So Deborah Weiser took most listings, Gwen took most sales, and Kevin took most closings.
There we go.
Thomas, would you mute? So what does that
Oh,
mean?
sorry.
That means that South Tampa, Deborah took 2.5 listings and was the top agent for August. So those of you who are a little competitive, set a target to get 3 listings. You could be top agent for the listings. Gwen made 13.5 sales. She's got a little advantage over us because she does the new home stuff. Gwen had 20 closings, and Kevin Friel brought home $75,000 in August. That's friggin' big time. What's 75,000 times 12? 75, 12 times $900,000 annualized. Is that crazy? Way to go, Kevin. This is Sarasota. Kat, you want to call them out?
Here we go. We've got, let me get back to the screen since I can't see nothing anymore. Wait, I lost your screen. There it is. Jesse Griffin, Shelly Panez, Carol Manzano.
Carol.
Collectively, I think they're at what, almost 2 million?
Sarasota, Jesse Griffin took 3 listings, made top listing agent. Shelly had 4 contracts. Carol had 3 closings for $21,000.
Yeah.
Tracking $240,000 a year. And it sounds, that's awesome. And Carol's a new agent. This is the first time she's been top, so I called her last night, emailed her last night and congratulated her.
Yeah.
And then we've got, next on the list, the Sun City Center, Deborah. Or I'll do it. Devonna took most listings and most closed units. Addie took most sales, and Regina Mann took most closed commissions. Congratulations to all 4 of you. Let's see what you did to make that happen.
Yeah, Regina did 26,000 in gross closed commissions.
Yes, she did. And Devonna took most listings with 3. Addie took most sales with 3. Devonna took most closings with 3. 3 is the magic number in Sun City. And
Yeah.
Regina grossed $26,000. 26 entered on 26 entered 12 times. 312,000. Regina, keep that up, girl. That's 300,000 a year. You can make more than a doctor.
Absolutely. And you're capable of it. You're awesome.
And in Indian Rocks Beach, Jeff Rodas, you want to call out?
Mike Reichenbach solidly in with the listings. Helen One of our newer ones is just crushing it with the number of sales. She's doing a great job on social. If you're not friends with her, you should see what she's doing. She's constantly out there. And Cheryl Crawford, really crushing it with gross closed commissions and number of unit sale. This is an interesting month because you'll read out the numbers in a second, and Cheryl absolutely crushed it. She had a $1.4 million double-sided deal, which helped that for sure. But I'll tell you what, when you read the numbers too, you got Mindy was right on the heel. Like, they were both fighting in like 80. Mindy had like 80-something thousand bucks in commissions this month, and she got beat by Cheryl just for a little bit on the commission. So there's a big slugfest going on the beach. So everyone is just crushing it and doing a really good job on this.
Holy shit. Madeira Beach, most listings, Mike took 4. 4 listings in a month is tracking 48. So think about that. Helen, 6 sales in August. Cheryl, 7 closings and $101,000 in gross commission. That's $1.2 million annualized.
That's right.
Whoa.
First year in the business.
First year in the business. Worked as a city manager for 27 years in Madeira Beach. Right. And if you didn't see it, I don't know if it came out yet. We did a Happy Agent podcast with Cheryl last week. Do you think she's happy making $100,000 in a month? That would make me happy. Cool. All right, let's call out. Going down my list. Indian Rocks Beach now. I said Indian Rocks last time. Madeira. Roberto.
Bob Dean. Bob Dean is just, he's awesome. And just cranks in the listings nonstop. He's got a spirit. He just can't help himself. Jamie Wright is just steady, consistent, badass agent. She's doing a great job with her sales, and she's growing her sphere. And she's only a couple years into this business, guys. And she's really coming into her own. Very proud of her. Rachel Jordan, we just did our Happy Agent podcast with her too. And she had the most closed units. And Roger Leyland just kind of just shoving the cash in his pocket. He's having a good old time. So we got a great team. The beach people really doing well.
IRB. Bob Dean took 2 listings and got number 1. Come on, somebody, give Bob a challenge. Let's raise his antes. Jamie had 3 sales. Rachel had 3 closings, and Roger had $12,000, which is tracking $150,000 a year. Then we've got coming down here is the Brandon office. Thomas, I'll read this for you because I think you walked into your office. Natalie Bailey took most listings, and Andy did a hat trick, most sales, most closed units, and most closed commissions. And what does that mean for Brandon? Natalie took 5 listings. That would be top in the company right there. Andy had 8 open sides, 4 closings for $28,000, 28 enter 12 times, $336,000 a year tracking in GCI. This is the company you're keeping, guys. This is Apollo Beach. Chris?
Yes, excellent job by all of the people at the tops here. Kelly Foreman did 4 listings this past month. 4 listings. Now, here's the cool part about this, and this isn't a knock on Kelly. This lifts her up. If you know anything about Kelly, you would never think that she would do that because of the way that she talks to herself. And she has just made such an amazing change over this last year and just completely lifted and changed her whole mindset, her whole business, her whole outlook. And has been one of her goals was to be on this tops list for at least one of them. And I believe so far this year, she's made it 2 or 3 times so far. Excellent job, girl. Most listings, 4 listings there. Kim Hodgkins, the Queen of Mirror Bay, if you don't already know. Most sales, she had 5.5 sales, most closed commissions, $63,000 in closed commissions for 1 month. You know, tracking over $700,000 for the year. I believe she's opened over $330,000 in business for this year already. Freaking amazing. And then for the most closings, John Evans, most closings so far for the month, 6 closings. That's tracking a huge number for this year. So again, for those of you who don't believe it's possible, there's your numbers. Look at the entire office. You know, we are averaging 3 to 4 listings a month to make the tops, averaging $30,000, $40,000 a month to make the tops for the month. These are some amazing numbers.
Yeah, Kim, $63,000, 63 entered 12 times, 750. You said that already.
Yeah,
wow, 6.7 closings for John Evans, Galaxy S10 as he's also known, 5.5 for Kim Hodgkins on new sales, and those are big numbers, guys. Fantastic, great job. last but not least, in order it came in, was Team Imagine. We did a Happy Aging podcast with these ladies too. They did very fascinating. So Sarah, Molly, and Lisa, they're their team. So of course they did the most listings, most sales, most closings, most units. But fun stuff. All right. Let's go back to my agenda. Got a couple more things to talk about here. Oh, our new teammates. This is fun for me. Starting here, Serena Kim. I'm not going to try the Hoi Jiang. Serena Kim. Serena began her career as a CPA and consultant in New York City, helping clients through their most difficult challenges in accounting. In 2016, she began building her real estate business with a focus on short-term and long-term rentals in Central Florida. Shortly after that, she moved to Orlando, Florida, to pursue her passion in real estate full-time. Her experience and skills include residential properties, vacation homes, property management, real estate, and small business accounting. Welcome, Serena. Go to the next blue one here. I'll make this bigger so I can see it. Royce Juarez, welcome to the Brandon team. Her name is Royce Juarez. I'm originally from Mexico, raised in San Antonio, Texas. I now live in the beautiful sunshine state of Florida with my wonderful husband and children. As a resident, I understand the benefits of the beautiful weather, culture, and diversity. I'm happy to represent homeowners and future homeowners in the Tampa Bay area. My experience as a bankruptcy specialist, managing the process of a foreclosure, loan modification, short sales, as well as deed in lieu, has prepared me to understand the intricacies of real estate. I am dedicated to guiding you through the process each step of the way to ensure a smooth transaction. Contact me for your finest real estate experience guaranteed. Very nice, Royce. I look forward to meeting you. Two more. Shaquana. A passionate and avid lover of music, basketball, and history. When Shaquana is not in the office or volunteering, you'll often find her spending time with her family, friends, and her dog, who she loves immensely. Her appreciation for the meaning of perseverance to accomplish a task is well understood, as she believes it's a major key to a life of success. So welcome to the team, Shaquana. And Jackie Pope. Went to Sun City Center. Jackie moved here 2.5 years ago with her son and 2 cats from Montreal, Canada, which is a multicultural city with harsh winters, and so I can relate to you Northerners. I'm bilingual, English and French. For the last 20 years, I've worked in the nonprofit sector in donor relations. I am honest, friendly, and compassionate, which enabled me to cultivate long-lasting relationships with my donors, and I hope to do the same here with you. I relocated to help out my mom, and I'm enjoying every minute we get to be together. I love to go antiquing, hoping to find new treasures. I enjoy baking and cooking for the special people in my life. I love spending time at the beach, walking, and enjoying nature around me. So this is our teammates. This is how we do it in 2020 post-pandemic world. We introduce our teammates by Zoom. All right, so what else I read here? I did that one, boom, boom, boom. Oh, the week ahead, I just wanted to call this out. So guys, please look at the info calendar, info@c2mbe.com. And Angelique summarizes this in an email that went out Sunday night. So we got our individual office meetings right after this, and then Wisdom Wednesdays with Chris, and she puts the links. Tactical Thursdays. This week, Dr. Axe. I'll tell you, Angelique, I'll give you the mic if you want to talk about it. But Dr. Axe, we have always been into the holistic side. You know, medicine's great, but I believe your body can heal itself. And Dr. Axe was introduced to us actually partially from my Dr. Masley, who many of you've known, but Dr. Axe's brother was part of this network, and then Susie Brush found Dr. Axe for some challenges she was having, and she really liked this holistic approach to the healing. So she introduced him to me, and then we did a Zoom meeting with him about a month or so ago, and he really liked it, and I shared his cancer solutions with some of us by email, and then he's going to be our guest on Thursday this week. So I encourage you to watch that. Not that I'm trying to change your mind. I just want you, awareness gives you flexibility, flexibility gives you options, options give you power. So he is a medical doctor, but he chooses the holistic path to teach you how to make yourself better. And there's lots of ailments that can be cured through diet, nutrition, and exercise. So that's kind of the holistic approach. And sometimes taking a pill is not the best thing to do. So that's going to be that. And then Paramount Title is going to be at 1 o'clock. And the link is in this, as well as the email I'll be sending you. And then on Friday, Joe and I will be going over contract stuff, which is always fun when Joe and I get together to do that. So that's coming up. That is all my red categories, I think. These are from last week. So yes, back to here. We talked about Dr. Axe. Just stupid housekeeping stuff. If you go to the office and you do not have a printer driver installed for the new printers, you won't be able to print from your device. All right. So what do you got to do? You got to go to the office, talk to one of the admin, and get them to load the drivers on your machine for you, and you'll be able to print. It's probably better to do that when you're not in crisis mode than when you have a deal that's urgent and you need to get it done. All right. So I've said it. But I know how agents are going to be. They're going, oh, this is so stupid. I can't, I got this printed right now. No, you've been told. There's been lots of emails going out. You can actually print from your phone too. There's an HP app on the Play Store. You can download the app to your phone. You can print from your phone to our computer printer scanners, or you can print from your laptop or iPad or whatever you got, but you got to have the driver loaded. We did that. I didn't mean to put that in there. I just copied that over. And this reminder's an update. I'm going to keep this here for a while just because new people join at different times. The agent exchange app is Cardis. We've had agents get referrals just because somebody looked up their bio and liked them. So that's there. I just signed a referral for Laura. I don't know if that's where it came from. Laura, if that came from your agent exchange app, let me know. OpCity is crushing it. If you are in trouble with OpCity, you can call that number, and that's the agent helpline. 844-804-1849. Cardis has an app. We have an app. And our app has everything on it. It's really cool. If you don't have it, you need to get it. OfferPad is an option for you. Your social posting is big. Watch some of Mike's Marketing Mondays. It'll get you motivated. And then my new concept is it's only important to be good when it's important, but we don't know when it's important until it is, which means do it right all the time, because if there's a problem, it becomes a problem. be3agents.com is the website version of the app. So if you want to see our trainings that I'm talking about back and forth, go to either be3agents.com and search, or go to the app. The Mamo Bus with FBI home inspection is going to be here on October 27th. There's been some emails sent around that. If not, Susie has the information. Zap really needs to be stored in your phone. You're going to get phone calls from Zap at 970-660-5323, and texts come from 66914. So if those things come through, you need to take them aggressively quickly, or they're going to go to somebody else. And if you're not up with your leads, and meaning you're red, then don't worry about it, because you're not going to get them anyway, unless it's on your list. That's a duplicate. This month, I'll tell you, I'm going to show you one more thing before I go. This month, the Superstar Retreat is the 22nd to the 24th. You know, the thought of sitting on a Zoom room for 3 days, 8 hours a day did not excite me, but the way it worked was really pretty cool. And so if you need a kick in the butt, harder than Jeff just gave us, I would suggest you pay the $195 to get to the Superstar Retreat. It's a great way to start off your business. And then Spark is that insurance option, which is really a membership club that gives you all kinds of benefits for $72 a year. We did a class on that. You can find it in the app or on be3agents.com. Check it out. If not, Google it. But that's really something that can help a lot of you. And it's a Century 21 Realogy benefit that's passed down with big discounts. And it really is a better alternative. You have access to all the health plans you want, but more importantly, you get a counselor to help you choose what you're getting. All right, the last thing I want to show you is more of my Excel docs. This is a summary from the class that I went to, and I just want to share it with you. This is crazy shit. But the concept was, guys, he talked about a runner running a race. And it's easy. You start here, you end here. The problem is, in the investing world right now, with the printing of money, the finish line keeps moving. So you're running and the finish line is moving. You're never going to get to the end. And inflation is the problem. So he built this little calculator here. And if you say the inflation rate is 5% and the real estate appreciation rate is 5%, and you're getting 2% in a bank, and the banks are lending out at 6%, and your income tax rate is here over 10 years, and price of coffee is his example. But it goes through and shows us who's making money where and when. And after 10 years, as these dials get moved, you make a profit. But when you take in the cost of money, his deal is you can't buy as much coffee. So let's say you bought a thing for 10,000 bucks, you sold it 10 years later for 20,000 bucks. Yes, you made a profit of 10,000 bucks. But if inflation came along the way, if 10,000 bucks when you bought it would buy 10,000 cups of coffee, then 10 years later, when you sold it for 20 bucks, you can only buy 8,000 cups of coffee because inflation came in. So that was a big aha moment where he showed how the banker works. The finance hacker is what he's trying to teach us to be. And this is how the banker thinks and what the banker does. And then here's how the all cash investor, man, he just tore all cash investors up. You can't make a profit, real profit, as an all cash investor. You can earn revenue, but when you take in the time value of money, it almost never works out as an investment. And it's such a good thing for you guys to learn what we'll talk about, because if you have an all cash investor and you can educate them and tell them to put 50% down on one property and 50% on another, they'll buy two, because it really doesn't make financial sense to buy cash. And then the bank depositors are the guys who lose, because you put your money in the bank, they give you virtually nothing for it. They lend it out for 6% and they ride the spread. So this is the type of stuff I did for 3 days. So just so if you want to see craziness. Rachel Jordan said, it's really easy to set up your computer. I didn't have any trouble with the Chromebook, and usually they're the hardest to do. Good, thank you for that. Angelique said, physical, nutrition, and emotional components, which is all important too. Very good. John Evans says, thank you for the award. I just wanted to let you know it was 5, 5, and 10 door knocks that got me to the top. Cool. All right, guys, I think, oh no, I didn't do the lead section yet. Sorry, one more tip. Wouldn't be the same if I didn't cover that. They'd probably hate it anyway. Here, yeah, that's my last slide. Leads, look at this. 172 last week, 322 this week. Social Ad Engine kicked in 115 leads from Social Ad Engine. Just another thing to try. Zap is crushing it in Century 21, our biggest lead, not second biggest lead source. Relocation steady, 11 and 12. OpCity, look at that, 21. I guess that was Labor Day week or Memorial, whatever weekend it was, and 65 this week. So we're back in the saddle, guys. Look at the hot sheets. You'll see walk-ins 7 went up to 8, 24, 23 for sign calls. Zillow, we're getting nothing. Zillow beta went from 21 to 28. I just called out Social Ad Engine, and after hours, we had 12 after hours calls. So all the calls we get, only 12 and 7 days are after hours. So it's just something I want to monitor. On the 21st, in 6 days, is Arthur's birthday, along with Stephanie Bell in South Tampa. Joe Brown in South Tampa is on the 22nd, and Zach Haviles from Brandon is on the 23rd. So happy birth week to you guys. You guys's. Oda said 5, 5, and 10 equals fun success. Okay. All right, now. Jeff, I saw you send an email to get in your room. Chris, you usually send an email to get in your room. Deb, you're going to get your team together. Kat, you're going to get your team together. Joe, you guys get together on Wednesday. Thomas is in the building now, I believe. Any final thoughts from anybody? Nope.
Go out and crush it.
Keep crushing it. Happy Tuesday. Have a great week. Thanks, guys.